Hello and welcome back to the channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I'm continuing to go through some older listings and correct them, add things to them, mainly correct the shipping. What I found was I thought I had gotten rid of the flat rate padded mailer, USPS flat rate padded mailer, which goes priority. I thought I'd gotten rid of that and replaced everything with Ground Advantage, because Ground Advantage, unlike first class, goes up much higher. I want to say it goes up to 70 pounds. Like priority, it just doesn't go as fast as priority, and it stays ground, which is great for cheaper, for one thing, for heavy items, but it's also really good for like shampoos and stuff like that that need to stay ground. Before then, I want to say we had to do like parcel select or something for the heavy items that could not go air. Could shampoo go air? Yes, it's not a combustible, but I don't like sending fluids of any kind via air, so I always wanted to send that ground. Ground Advantage lets me send vintage shampoo ground, which is great. So I'm going through all of our old listings. I want to say 200 plus listings so far I've gone through, and a lot of them are I'm still showing, I want to say 60 listings that are padded flat rate, and I don't know where they are. But I had originally went through and I changed all my business policies to get rid of that business policy, and it keeps showing up. One of the bad things about that is it is not calculated. It was, I made the policy when the padded flat rate was $8. So I just put $8 as my business policy, and unfortunately it's $9.25 now with my eBay discount. So I'm losing $1.25 every time this ships. Unfortunately, I did a 70% off sale, and two of the jeans that I did sell in the 70% off sale sold padded flat rate. So I not only did they get a 70% off deal, I also ended up losing more than $1.25 because I don't have any padded flat rate envelopes anymore, so I had to go priority, and I think one of them I actually ended up losing $1 on the entire sale. But I'm not going to cancel that sale. I know some eBayers are like, oh, that didn't sell for what I wanted it to if it went on an auction, or I'm actually losing money on this, so I'm going to cancel it. I did not cancel the sale. I went ahead and shipped it. I just ate the $1 something loss on the jeans. That's fine. They're out of my house. And hopefully that sale brought action to our store. So I've been going through this weekend and redoing this. I've gone through all of the things that are labeled in tubs. I have to go through the individual things that we've put on like shelves, because we do have a tub system. Our tubs are labeled 1 through, I think we're on 115 right now. I don't have any tubs labeled 1 anymore. I don't have 115 tubs. As they sell, they combine, and as they get old, then I go through them and pick out things that I think would still be good and list those, and then I put those in letters. The letters I use are like AA, BB, CC, DD. I don't have any AA left. I don't have any BB left, but I do have CC and DD left. And I think the lowest numbered tubs I have are in the 40s. So I have 40 through 115. Granted, these are not individual tubs themselves. These are combined. I think one tub I have is all of 40. I have almost all of 50 in one tub too. So, but as I was doing this, I don't think I have tub 89 listed. As in, I have tub 89 in my downstairs in my basement. I don't have any listings for tub 89, so I don't know if eBay went through and was like, meh, anything listed on this day, we're not going to have anymore. Or anything with this, it's gone. But that's what happened. There is no tub 89, so this is your sign, notification, to go and do inventory. This is our normal. We do this before the fiscal year, so before July 1st. I usually start doing this when school gets out and going through inventory. We just had a rummage sale, which was a massive success, kind of. We worked both Saturday and Sunday. We did not work Friday because we do have our normal jobs on Friday. We opened both Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, and we made a whopping $7 and like 75 cents over 2 days. Granted, most of our stuff was very cheap. I want to say everything was 25 cents, including some larger expensive items. Surprise, the larger expensive items sold very quickly, but those were items that would be hard for us to donate / get rid of. So we were happy to see them gone, and one of the items was a bike that my youngest had outgrown, because after you have 3 children, once it's gone through the third, it's time to go. And she unfortunately had outgrown this bike, and it was a nice bike. She leapfrogged her sister, so she didn't really have a lot of time on the bike. And the little girl got it for, I had 25 cents on it, but her grandfather refused to give me 25 cents. He gave me $2 for it. He's like, this is worth way more than 25 cents. And I'm like, yeah, I just get it out of my house. I did have a lady try to buy my car keys and get quite upset when I told her that those weren't for sale. I don't know why she thought they were for, like, okay, so I have a cover on my car keys, so they might look like a toy, maybe. I have a cover because it's easier for me to hold, and it makes them like spongier, like I can grip it better instead of hard. So they could look like children's toy keys, I guess. But they're on the table next to the cash box, and she picked them up, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, those aren't for sale. And she was kind of huffy about it. And I was like, one, why would you want to buy key? Okay, whatever. They're next to the cash box. Please don't touch near there. It makes me a little nervous. The joke's on them. If someone did steal from us, they would have got less than $10. However, it was not a success sale-wise. It was a success inventory-wise for us. I have videos on here about the large book buy at the estate sale. I will have those. I will talk about what happened this weekend more with that, but I've almost gone through every single book. I've almost touched every single book. I've only got like half a shelf left of books that I have not touched. And as of right now, I've touched 921 books from this estate sale. So and I'm hoping to get over 1,000, which sounds crazy, but I'm hoping to get over 1,000 books because I originally guessed it'd be around 1,000. So we'll see. But I went through 700-ish, 600-ish books this weekend and scanned every single one of them to see if they were anything. And I kept, out of those 600 books, 600 plus books, I kept around 250. So we got rid of 400 books this weekend. We donated them to our library, who has a Friends of the Library book sale every week, and I hope they appreciate them. We ended up donating around roughly 7 eBay boxes full of books, so that was really nice. As I'm watching this go on, there was another padded flat rate. I don't know why they're still there. I changed the shipping policy in my store. I don't know why they keep showing up. But that was a massive win. We got rid of all of the books that we have left are in 3 tubs to list. We went through other tubs that were miscellaneous from auctions that we had bought. We put things out in our free bin. We put things out on the curb. A lot of the stuff we put on the curb after the rummage sale did leave, which is nice. We don't have to worry about that anymore. There's a couple things that we ended up keeping to use for a rummage sale later on, which we do plan on using for a rummage sale later on, but we were able to put those in storage, and that was only 4 tubs. And we had bought 13 tubs expecting to have way more stuff, and we actually just didn't. Which again, go team. But we have, roughly I want to say 5 or 6 tubs left after the books and the rummage sale too, as we go through our auction stuff, as we go through our inventory, as we go through and do that, we can throw stuff in there for a future rummage sale. We tend to only do rummage sales once a year. Honestly, we didn't have a lot of inventory this time around. I don't think even with adding to it and our inventory from this past rummage sale, we'd have enough to do another rummage sale this year. Maybe in the fall. Our area will do rummage sales all the way up to the middle of October. So there maybe that. We have a choice of 2 locations to do a rummage sale too. One of the locations is near not a busy street, but it's near an entrance to a larger factory, so we would have more traffic. And the other one is on the way to a school. So depending on what time of year we do this, if it's in the middle of the school year, then it might be nicer to have it on the way to the school versus the entrance of the factory. So there's that going on. And I just put our eBay store on vacation because we will be gone for a week, but I put it on the vacation that lets people buy up to 15 days. They just know that it will not be shipped until you get back, which is fine. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Before, when we put our store on vacation where no one was allowed to buy, I felt the traffic when it came back was not great. So I'm going to try this 15 day still being able to buy. See, I don't expect anyone to buy in those 15 days. I'm just hoping the store doesn't take a hit where it kind of gets hidden for a little bit after we come back. And I'm sure that's a wives' tale. But I've experienced it. But my experience is not everyone's experience, but I have experienced in the past years when we went on vacation and we just kind of paused our store, that there was a bit of a hit in sales for a couple weeks afterwards. It seemed very, very sluggish. Unfortunately with this, though, you also cannot list during this time. And again, I don't know if that is a wives' tale or not, but I don't want to mess with it and make it not work. But you used to, and those of you that are older eBay sellers may know this, you used to not be able to list while you're on vacation, because then the listings you listed while you're on vacation were not covered under the vacation status. I don't know if that's still the same. I don't know if they changed that. I don't know if they fixed that, but I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm not going to list anything on vacation, plus I'm on vacation. If I feel the urge to do anything, I'll just put it in drafts and run it when we get back home. So thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe and have a very productive day.